Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. This is a video on, this is part one. There's going to be two parts because we had two Berettas. Pennsylvania State Police issued Berettas. First one was a Beretta 96D, and the state mandated NP3 nickel, so that's why it's a nickel. I'll flip it around and you can see right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's the patch. These are 40s because they're 96s. They're double action only with a horrendously long trigger pull. They had night sights on them, although I doubt the night sights work anymore on this gun because it is 20-some years old. We got these guns, we went from the Rugers, we went to this. Obviously, the people who ran my department weren't gun people and didn't want to listen to gun people. Although they did get the better Hogue grips instead of the hard plastic grip. This was during the assault weapons ban, and my higher-ups in the state police were against us having weapons that didn't fit into the ban. So this is the magazine that came with the gun. All right. It's a 10-rounder. So we could, legally, the Beretta should have an 11-rounder. But the state wanted 10-rounders, so we didn't have to get a special letter to have 11-rounders, which the letter is simply a purchase order. So let me tell you about our experience with these guns and what we had, what problems. These guns actually served us pretty well. But one of the things we found, the state police found after, and I was keeping tallies of one of our guys were involved with shootings with these, and there was another video of an Indiana trooper involved with shooting with these. The state's mentality, I believe, is double action only requires less training because you don't have to worry about two different trigger pulls and a drop safety or a decock. The problem with that theory is police officers are notorious for not practicing. I saw that every time when I would have to requalify people because they wouldn't take their guns out in practice. So when our guys were in gunfights, a large portion of the shots where they hit the guy were in the legs, because they were doing this with the heavy action trigger pull. Or in the case of an Indiana trooper, which I don't know if the videos are still out there, he fires into a car and then he's going like this and he's not letting it out far enough to reset. So he ran behind his car, reloaded. It was actually a Jeep Cherokee he was shooting at. On the Beretta, you have to come all the way out to there to get a reset, which isn't that great, especially if you have gloves. But the guns themselves shoot pretty decent. Another problem the PSP had with these, and I don't have any of them because they turned them in, the state police didn't want blued magazines. They wanted nickel magazines. So when Beretta nickeled the magazines, they changed the temperament of the steel. And I probably sent at least 50 magazines back where there was a crack right here, where when the bullets magazines were dropped or mishandled or whatever, the steel didn't bend. It actually split the back of the magazine. Now on the Ford, so we had these for a certain amount of time, and then they decided they wanted to go to another pistol. That'll be part two of the Beretta series because I have one of those too. But to be truthful, I shot 300 with this gun every time. It's a good gun. It's got a lot of holster wear in it because it was in my state holster. And I'm going to take you out in the range and let you see it. Thanks for coming to the channel. Outside with the first generation PSP revolver, I have the 10-round MP3 mag. Let's try an 11-round non-Bill Clinton approved magazine. Gun works great. So there you got to see the first generation of the PSP Berettas in 40. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.